In Britain, in 2018, the police are struggling to deal with the crime wave.
Oh, police! Know who you are!
Shrinking police budgets and lower officer numbers add to the pressure. It's a national crisis that some say is directly responsible for increases in crime. Last June, a 92-year-old woman was targeted in East London. The robbery and vicious attack was caught on CCTV. In March this year, the attacker, Sanchez Edwards, was jailed for more than 5 years. In 2018, there has been a spate of reports of robberies and brutal attacks on pensioners.
The appalling attack on 90-year-old Anne Warner in her own home has prompted widespread revulsion and incredulity.
90-year-old Anne Warner was found beaten in her home on the 4th of June. She was left in a critical condition. Her attacker has not yet been identified. An all too familiar story. Last July, 82-year-old Catherine Smith was also brutally attacked in her own home in the middle of the day. Her son Mike was in disbelief.
I got a phone call and he said, I'm sorry to tell you, Mum's been seriously assaulted in her home. I went, oh my God.
Catherine had been returning from walking her dog in a park in South London. As she arrived home, a woman outside her house asked her for money. When Catherine didn't give her any, the woman turned to violence.
As soon as I went to shut the door, she pushed it open and she grabbed hold of me and threw me on the stairs. The next thing I know, she put the lead round my neck and she's pulling it. And I thought, oh my God, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Then she tried to strangle her with a dog lead on the stairs. At that moment in time, she passed out. She went up the stairs and took £61 of her money, her shopping money. It was a real bad ordeal. I mean, I had to clean all the blood up on the stairs when I arrived there. It was terrible, terrible.
I've worked in the police service for 13 years and I found this case incredibly shocking. This crime is completely unprovoked, a nasty, vicious assault on an elderly female.
The attack left Catherine with serious injuries and she lives in constant fear.
I don't think she will ever get over it personally. I mean, she hasn't been out the door for now 6, 7 months now. She hasn't been out.
A year on, the police are still investigating the case, but they have little to go on. With stretched police resources, Mike believes the government have not prioritised fighting crime.
They have dropped the ball a bit. I mean, they need to put more police on the streets. End of.
Police funding has been cut by around 20% over the past 8 years. Keeping the streets safe is proving a worrying challenge.
I feel extremely frustrated that we haven't found the culprit for this. Crime is rising. This particular case is obviously a violent case of assault and for £60. Yeah, there is a rise.
Suburban southeast London in March this year. These men smashed their way into a house at 6 o'clock in the evening. Once inside, they threatened children and an 81-year-old man with hammers and a crowbar before fleeing with jewellery.
So this is a report of 10 to 15 people with weapons breaking into the premises.
In the first 5 months of this year, there were nearly 12,000 burglaries in Birmingham.
Hands out! Hands out!
Police thwarted this one in April.
Drop these guys for me, please.
Criminals are using violent tactics to frighten people into handing over goods and money. March this year, this man in Rotherham threatened a woman with a large kitchen knife. He was later jailed for 6 years. Businesses in cities and towns are common targets. Staff are at risk of attack, like this London bookmaker in February. When robberies involve violence, it can leave innocent people fearing for their lives. In Newcastle, this thief terrified shop and pub workers multiple times by threatening them with a gun. He was jailed in May this year. But the crime wave hitting Britain in 2018 isn't confined to our cities. Warwickshire. The key part of the community is the local shop. The 22nd of January. Owner Raj is closing up for the night. After he removes cash from an ATM, men armed with hammers storm in.
First thing I thought was it was a prank, and then I was just about to say, come on, this is not very funny. By that time, I had realized that no, it's not a prank. So his hammer was in the air trying to hit me. I fought back and managed to push them back, and was lucky that only one of them could attack me because of the narrow aisles.
The cash boxes in Raj's hands are the only things he can use to defend himself.
For a few seconds, it was just a push and shove, and he was trying to hit me, and I was trying to hit him. So I managed to push them, and then one went away from them and went behind the counter.
The men want Raj to open a safe, but once they notice the spilled ATM cash, they help themselves to it, then flee the scene.
It is very scary. If the hammer had hit me in the head, then it is a very scary. Even hammer in the head could have caused a lot of damage.
Thieves have struck Raj's shop before, but never so violently.
We had robberies in the night time when we were closed. I've been working about 32, 33 years in retail now. No, we never thought it will come to something like this, but it has nowadays. They are getting more confident because they got this more confidence that they cannot be caught. Police can't be everywhere, and they are not everywhere. They are getting rarer and rarer, actually. The local people felt like they were robbed, not us was robbed. They were attacked, not us were attacked. You like a bag, Evie?
I think it made us quite vulnerable to think that, yeah, that could just happen in the middle of the day. You know, it's, you know, nice little village. People come in and do that.
More than 6 months later, the thieves have not been caught.
It is getting worse, yeah. 10 years ago, I don't think we could have thought about something like this happening, but now it has happened. It has happened to other people as well.